starting the recording. Good morning, Vedanta. Yeah, we have got 30 minutes, just starting. So, first of all, a very warm welcome from South Africa. And you are in West Bengal, right? Till now. So, all the
I am
viewers.
in West Bengal. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so all the viewers who are listening and who are going to listen later on to the broadcast, a warm welcome to all of you. Just a bit of an introduction before starting. We are going through a very major pandemic in which our lifestyles, the way we knew it before, is no longer in existence. And it is very essential that we go through a change in the way we see life, in the way we deal with stress, in the way we have our priorities. So in this, I have found that our centuries-old traditions of practicing yoga, breathing exercises, going back to our roots and doing exercises that are going to keep us calm and stress-free is very essential for the times. So in this, today on Hear Me Right, I'm trying to know this man who is Vedanta Mukherjee, who is a yoga trainer, and I will soon tell you his accomplishments. But even before I start with that, let him give you a brief introduction himself. So, Vedanta, over to you. Please introduce yourself.
First of all, ma'am, I would like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak today. And I'm very happy to be able to be in front of every one of you. And I'm very glad. Thank you so much for the opportunity again. To tell something about myself, ma'am, I was growing as a kid, like any other kid was growing during my time in the 80s and the 90s. As I'm a yoga teacher and a yoga trainer, and people always ask me what made me choose this field over others, because I was also working in a bank. So what I could recall from this perspective is that my mother played an important role in this. And I still remember when she used to stress so much on things like that there is the life is not just about eating and spending your life playing and studying. It is more about understanding the reality and the higher aspects, which meant very little to me. I could hardly understand what it meant. But today I think those words and those things which mom stressed on did change the way I think today, and what made me choose yoga and this yogic lifestyle. My father used to teach me, different exercise and yoga. In class 7, I was introduced to a yoga instructor by my mother. And then it went on till I was in graduation, when I thought that I should do something which should be meaningful, where I think I will be adding something to the society. So immediately I completed my graduation. I went on to join a company. It was a bank, and I was doing well there. But again, I did not find it much meaningful in what I was doing. I was doing well. I was appreciated. And I was always in the thought that I will do something meaningful. And one day when I was returning home, I was just discussed this to all of you. When I was returning home, I was just passing by this yoga institute, which is there in Southern Avenue in Kolkata. And I happened to see this yoga institute there. And I thought that maybe I used to practice yoga, and maybe if I can do something in this field as well. Because working in a stressed lifestyle, I could feel what is to be having a fit body and a fit diet, which I was lacking at that time. So I thought I will do something on this. And I was also seeing my colleagues there who were very concerned about their health, but hardly did anything to work on there.
Yeah,
But still, it took 3 years to join that course. and eventually I did. And let me just tell you, after studying one full year, giving 1 full year, I to be very honest, I could hardly give much time to it. What I could understand is that I understood nothing about the concept of yoga, but that yoga is a full lifestyle.
Yeah.
If I learn yoga, it's a full lifestyle. So I left my job, and I tell you that I was just married then, and my wife helped me a lot in this aspect. She said that you go ahead with your passion. She said that I can see that you're passionate. I left my job there, and I pursued yoga as a full-time career, or a passion, or ambition, or my goal towards understanding what is reality is, and that is it. I was there. I joined YIC yoga instructor course from in SVASA Bangalore,
Okay.
and also did my master's in yogic studies from SVASA Bangalore. In the meantime, I was also practicing. I joined a school, Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Okay.
I did work there for 1 year, and then I joined Srishi Academy, Kolkata, where I am working still as a yoga teacher there. I'm also associated with different organizations, and that is it. And I also published my paper in an international journal on the
That's
effect
a
of
big
JYOTI
achievement.
Tratak, and the effect of JYOTI Tratak on female teachers during extensive copy checking. And I'd like to thank my school and my principal for
In
helping
this,
me.
in the
For
middle of
helping me.
this, for this, Vedanta, I need to introduce you a bit to the people who are watching the show. He has just won this. There are two he has won actually. The first one is the Online National Yoga Championship and Workshop Award in the Individual Yoga Asana Award Group for boys. He has ranked third in this from West Bengal. And also, Hiranya Garbhaya Vedic and Yogic Research Institute has organized one more yoga program, the first All Bengal Online Yoga Championship 2020. He is also a winner from West Bengal, and he stood second in his group D, male. So these are achievements, I think, where he had to definitely spend hours and hours of work, which I can understand absolutely. But still, Vedanta, I would like to ask you one thing before I go for the other screen. This is his website. I will come to that again later on. But before I tell you this, I would like to ask you, just guide us as to how do you feel, means making this merge from absolute corporate, means you are in banking and then you were in a lifestyle that tells you to relax. First thing is relax, second thing is taking care of your body, second thing, third thing is taking care of your surroundings. How do you feel merging this? It's not about only your family supporting or your wife supporting you as a person. For all those corporate people, I'm sure there are many who are hearing this today who'd like to make this transition from a corporate to little more peaceful lifestyle. So for those
Yes.
people, uh, what is your experience? What do you see in this lifestyle of your generation, whom you feel that when they're making the change from the corporate to a different, absolutely different career, what do you feel that
Yes.
you should be telling them? Other than family support, of course, that's 100% essential, but for you as an individual, what do you think that it is your voice you should be telling to others who are listening?
Okay. Um, the first thing that should be in my mind when I am taking a decision is the passion.
Yeah.
What I like most. I do remember, ma'am, as a kid, I was a very fitness freak boy. So I used to work out. I used to save money to purchase a dumbbell and work out at my home with whatever knowledge I had. I used to seek knowledge of my seniors. Maybe it was, maybe the ways and techniques were unscientific. But I was a I had a passion in me to, to work out, to work on fitness, to improve my fitness, to do something, work, stand on my hands. This was there in me. So when I was choosing yoga, the fact that I would be able to do something good to others, the fact that I love fitness was there in my mind. I knew that I love fitness. So
What
so
you could
what
contribute
happened, ma'am?
in that way?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So the quality, the passion is in there in me. Why I would like to stress on this fact, ma'am? Because not always in the very first impact, you will not get the attention of the people.
Yeah.
Suddenly people will not start to believe in you and take your classes, and they are going to love you. You will also face criticism.
Yeah.
People will also be there to pull you back. I did face a lot of criticism from within family as well. I did not mention from my family when I was leaving my job. I had a lot of stress because I was losing my income.
Yeah.
So from
Absolutely.
suddenly
Yeah.
I'm earning a certain money, to suddenly I am earning nothing, and it went on for months. So to motivate yourself during that period, it is very necessary that you choose something which is your passion, you're passionate about. So
Okay.
though I was earning nothing, one point of time I faced criticism from inside and outside my family. What kept me going on is the very thing that I was passionate about it. I loved fitness. I loved this aspect of no, the lifestyle. I was loving the changes that I was experiencing in me in terms of
Okay.
physical fitness.
It was
I
your
used to
personal journey, that means, yeah. It was a
yes,
lot
ma'am.
more personal also.
Yes, ma'am. And I was so confident when I'm speaking in front of people. People tell me that, okay, you look so happy, and you keep on explaining each posture and what to feel and what not to feel, what to think about in each posture, because I love doing it, and that is how I felt, and that is how I generated my own awareness as I was practicing this study of yoga. So yes, behind every decision there has to be a inner liking for that,
Like,
inner passion for pursuing that. So and one more thing is that when I was leaving a job, the uncertainty aspect of, that I will lose my income and what will happen to my family and what is going to happen, this is always there at the back of the
yeah,
mind.
absolutely.
So uh, so you either, because I have been speaking to all people from all phases of life, maybe in terms of economic level, or in terms of the education level. I've been speaking to all people from all sectors and phases of life. So either you can pursue your dream when you are still there in the corporate, and you see whether you are able to match whether this thing is feasible for you, and then you can shift from your corporate life to that new career. Or if you are confident,
Or you can
then you
jump
can
in,
also like
absolutely,
think that
like you
yes,
did.
this is my
Okay.
life, and I had been passionate, like I had been passionate about fitness from when I was very small, maybe class 2 or 3. I had been very passionate. So I immediately knew I will, maybe not today, but definitely sometime, maybe in 2 years time, maybe 3 years time, I'm going to do very well in this. So I knew that I will do something on this.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if
Veda.
somebody is very passionate,
I will
can go.
just continue on your personal journey. There are two messages that have come to me. One is for
Yes.
older people and the other is for young. Let me ask for the younger kids because I have two teens. What do you have for teens to deal with the stress in the current situation? They're stuck at home with parents and in a closed atmosphere. They are lacking physical exercises. They are not able to go out and meet their own type of people, and they are under so many restrictions at home, and their food habits are also means because you're staying at home, you're eating more. So for teens, particularly this age group, what advice do you feel that
Hmm.
can help them, particularly leading to yoga or any sort of other exercises that they can easily follow?
Um, Ma'am, in this, I would like to suggest something more than yoga as well. I had been speaking to my students as well in school. So
Okay.
whenever I am taking a life class, I have been having a life class again. So when I'm speaking to them, I ask them how you are feeling about, and they said that, sir, we are getting bored sitting at home.
Yeah,
We don't
absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
and and we
We
are
are in
always being
stress. We are not
pressurized by,
accepting that. Yeah,
yes, pressure, and the pressure of the parents is also there.
yeah,
That you have
absolutely.
to
Yeah,
study. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. So that thing plays a role in them. And the teens, they are no longer like kids. They consider
no,
themselves that we
they
are
are not.
growing,
Yeah,
we have grown
actually,
up.
they are not. Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So putting too much pressure on them, on the way the parents want them to be, is also, I think, maybe the parents can be a little, they can also understand the feeling of the students, which is also very important. Teens, for the teens, I would like that you can share your views with your parents. I would want that you share your views, your thoughts, your feelings. If you're not feeling something good about it, please speak to your parents rather than keeping it to yourself. Secondly, this situation, we cannot help this situation. This situation has come up and we cannot do anything about it, and it is not in
yeah.
our control. So it is better that you accept the situation and do best what you can. That is what I will suggest. Third thing is, uh, like uh, as I was attending a seminar on Khelo India and Fit India movements, and what the country and the prime minister of our country and even US and China are all concerned about the recent sedentary lifestyle of the people, which is
Absolutely.
leading
That's
to
what we are worried. Yeah,
different kinds of lifestyle diseases that they are getting, ranging from diabetes is an epidemic, in
yeah. It
fact,
is.
and it is
It is.
causing more
Yeah.
harm. It is causing more harm than coronavirus. So ranging from diabetes to cancer, all are related to the disturbed lifestyle or the haphazard lifestyle system. So what we should do uh, is exercise plays a very important role here. Why I would tell you exercise and yoga plays a very big role here, because when you do yoga, you do physical exercise, what happens is your blood, your each and every parts of the body gets adequate oxygenized blood. So they get adequate oxygen, they get adequate nutritional value, and which helps them to work in a optimum way. So each every parts of your body, be it the visceral organs, be it your arms or the muscles, when they get adequate blood, food, nutrition, and oxygen, they perform better. They are healthy. So please do yoga every day. And yoga, what are the benefits of yoga? We should understand why we are stressing more on yoga is that the physical aspect is taken care of by yoga. When you do asanas, the physical aspect is taken care of. You do a lot of movements, and there are a lot of stretches which are there, which is taken care of by practice of yoga. Not only that,
In this Veda,
understand.
you know what you can help me with, what you can help teens with. If you can develop a particular set of asanas which you can share with us in your YouTube or online, if you could just get some specific asanas for this group of kids, for these teens, that will be a helpful. That will be of help. Can you hear us? Yeah, can you hear?
I couldn't hear.
Okay, yeah, your voice went off for some time. Yeah, what I was saying is, if you could develop, yeah, can you hear now? Yeah, are you hearing, Vida? Yeah, now it's come back. Hello, it's not mute. It's not muted. It's
No, ma'am.
all there. Yeah, now it's coming back. Your signal is somehow, yeah, losing it. Can you hear now?
Is it my signal, my internet signal, which is down?
I think the signal something, because I can hear your voice very clearly. I can hear your voice very
I can
clearly.
see you map clearly, but I cannot hear you.
Okay, you
I
cannot
can
hear
hear
me.
you. But, yeah, the voice is very low somehow.
Okay, can you hear me now? Because it's showing as full signal out here. Can you hear me? We do have problems with signal a bit here.
Yeah, the voice is very low, ma'am. But
Yeah. The signal is fine. Yeah. Can you hear now? Yeah. Can you hear now? Just wait. Let me just pause 1 minute and views of these group of teens in mind. If you can just make a video of 5-6 asanas which you feel are going to be helpful for teens, and upload it, I think that will be a good share for our viewers in South Africa, because our country is in an absolute lockdown and kids are not allowed to go out at all. And of course, because of the deaths rising and everything. So that would be very helpful for us. And one more question, that is for the generation of older people, particularly our parents. Yeah, can you hear, Vedanta? Yeah. Are you
Ma'am,
audible?
I think, yeah, the voice is
Is
very
cracking
low
up
on
it, is it?
here. What I can get is that you want me to demonstrate some asanas or
Yeah,
upload some videos,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
some asanas and pranayama,
yeah.
which kids can
To help
practice
the teens. Yeah, for the
at
teens
home.
at
Yes.
home,
Okay,
stuck
ma'am,
at
I
home.
have,
They can't leave the place. Yeah,
yes.
can't leave the place. And the second question is for very old people, that is the 65 plus old age. What do you advise them to stay healthy? Particularly, they have stomach hurt, they have diabetes, like you discussed. It's a very common thing, sugar levels, and also means I had a case yesterday of, it was means it was very
Ma'am,
sorrowful to hear.
voice,
We are
the
stuck by
voice is
dementia
coming very
also. Our elderly population is also stuck by dementia. So for these three, staying healthy, for stomach ailments, for stuck by the heart problems and dementia, do you think that yoga, other than the medicines, means there are innumerable medicines they are made to eat every day, which I don't find very healthy. Other than the medicines, do you feel that there are particularly yogas or asanas that can help them, which they can do with the limited movement, because they have problem with their bodies and legs and hands? So are there any asanas for the older people also, 65 plus, very old people I'm talking about?
Ma'am, the voice is very low
Okay,
for
yes.
yoga for older people.
Yeah, 65 plus, pertaining to stomach, pertaining to the hurt, and to keep their mind sharp, because cases of dementia is increasing. Dementia, Alzheimer's, there have been severe
Dementia.
cases, and because of the lockdown, the doctors are also not able
Mhm.
to. So they are continuing with the medicines, which is making them more unhealthy. So for family
Okay.
stuck, the case was a family stuck at home. How are they going to deal with that? That was a big problem. The lady I'm talking about has become very violent because of dementia. And with the
Mhm.
medicines, the allopathic medicines that are being given to her, she's not cooperating at all with the parents. Actually,
I'm
this is
unable
the
to hear.
grandparent of someone.
I'm unable to hear.
Okay, okay, yeah. Just see if
Unable
you
to
can
hear.
hear. Yeah, I can hear you very clearly. Just see if you can hear me.
Okay.
I can hear you very clearly. Can you hear me?
Okay. So I'll try to give some. I'll try my level best
Yeah,
to suggest some. See for for digestive issues.
yeah,
For digestive system, first of all, there are many symptoms and digestive problems that one faces,
yeah.
uh, ranging
Especially as
from
you age, yeah,
gastritis.
your
I
metabolism is
recently done
slow.
a short video on gastritis and acid peptic disease.
Is it
Okay,
applicable for the
so
older people? I have seen that video. Is it applicable
yes,
for
ma'am.
the older people? Okay, absolutely. Okay.
And other things are like constipations
Yeah.
and IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or some of the
Yeah.
things are there. But ma'am, it will depend from person to person. Some of the facts that I would like, yes, that I'd like to share are the food habits. First of all, the food habits needs to be taken care of. Okay, and we also need to understand that the stress level also acts in a way. to contribute to this, because when we are stressed, we tend to eat haphazardly, okay, and we tend to overeat. So those things are there that needs to be taken care of. Secondly, we should understand what is leading to such kind of things. Okay, so in a very brief way, see, if the sympathetic nervous system, so we have the autonomous nervous system. If the sympathetic nervous system is overactive, we tend to have a constipation.
Okay.
However, if this parasympathetic nervous system is overactive, we tend to have loose motions. Okay, so we have to understand. See, second, lack of blood flow in the stomach region. Lack of blood flow in the stomach region is also one of the big issues of having digestive issues. So the movements that we generally do, we tend to introduce more movements that help to the movement and contraction and expansion of the abdominal region, like Marjari Asana and tiger breathing or cat breathing, whatever you say, is very good for that. Parivrata Trikon Asana or alternate toe touching is very good. But suppose an older person, 65 years plus, it may not be very he may not be able to touch his alternate toes. What he can do, and what I teach in my classes as well, how you can do it sitting on chair. If you sit on a chair with your legs apart and keeping your hands straight, and you try to touch as much as you can. It is not necessary that you need to touch your toe. Bend as much as you can, come up, sitting on the chair, not standing. If you can do it in the standing posture, very good. If you cannot, sit on the chair with only the hip on the chair and the thighs are outside, legs are apart in a comfortable distance apart. Now stretching hand and trying to touch the opposite toe is also very helpful because it contracts and expands the abdominal muscle, helping more blood flow in that area. Second, side bending movements. You can do it even sitting on the chair as well. The other hand resting on the thigh, you raise your hand up bending and you allowing the stretching of this muscle and contraction this side.
As much
Very
as
helpful for situation of bile as well. Third is the Vakrasana, Ardha Matsyendra Asana or half spine twist. That is also very good. Lying on your stomach, on your bed or your mat, lying on your with the face down posture and then coming up in the cobra pose, Bhujangasana, is also very good because it facilitates more blood flow in your abdominal region. There are many other asanas which are there. Depends on the ability of the person who is doing it, we suggest. So these are some of the asanas that is very good. Other thing that is also very important, as I said, sympathetic nervous system has its own way of own symptoms, and parasympathetic also have its own symptoms. So these movements, when you make them do, so this is we are stimulating the sympathetic nervous system. Then so we immediately, the tactics or the techniques will vary. Also, we need to do pranayama and meditation. Guided meditation is also very good because it helps to calm down the mind. So sympathetic nervous system, what happens, the blood will go more towards the periphery, more towards your arms, more towards your limbs and the brain. Sympathetic nervous system, flight and fight mode. So it will go more towards outside. So less blood flow in your abdominal and visceral organ. So parasympathetic nervous system activation of that system is also needed, which we do through pranayama and meditation. So the blood flow is now more towards, throughout the body. Blood circulation, balancing of the blood circulation is there, and balancing of the prana is there. So that can be done through pranayama. Nadi Shuddhi pranayama is good. A, U and Makar chanting, Omkar chanting, and we divide Omkar chanting into A, U and Makar chanting. Sectional breathing or full yogic breathing, Brahmari, all these are very good for digestive system. They are good. Apart from that, what we also do for memory loss and during that period, many of the time due to age, it can be due to neurological issues. First, we need to identify what is the cause that is happening. So we need to first.
This person I was talking about is already in medicines. This person is already in medicines.
The person needs to go to a qualified doctor and first get himself or herself assessed, so that we can identify, okay, this is the reason, and whether we can take some action on that. So if like situations like if it is a progressive degenerative disease, okay, so it is going to go worse to, bad to worse. So in that case, what we can do is we can try to, decrease the progression rate of progression by doing what the best thing that we can do is there are certain movements, scientific movements that we can do. Then we can do some activities. Secondly, calming down the mind is also very good. And behavior of the family members plays a very important role, because the person is able to understand that, okay, I'm forgetting things. But if the family members, they always point out that this is your fallacy, oh, you forgot it again. So you forget things.
Okay.
And
A
if
bit
you
of
behave in a
psychological
hostile
attitude
manner,
change
that
is
will
what.
bring out a hostile behavior from the person. So
Okay.
rather than always pointing out the drawback of the person, always, because the person already knows, he or she has already attained a certain age to identify the drawback. So rather than pointing out the drawback to the person, we should be okay. We should be understand. We should understand the position, and let's not. We should not like point out the fallacies and the drawback of the person. Rather than, okay, yeah, it has happened and it is common. I have faced people who have come that I am losing. I write it down, and I'm writing it down. But then even after that,
Even
throughout my
happens
day,
to
when
us
I come back
actually when
and
you have
look back,
to.
I see I
Yes.
have forgotten.
Yeah.
So I first tell them that it's absolutely fine. You have aged, so it can happen. Even it happens to me. So they calm down. They calm down. If it's a progressively degenerative disease, all you can do is to reduce the pace of the degeneration. That we can do by various meditation,
Yes.
pranayams, some specific movements. So
Okay. Okay.
this will
Veda,
help.
let me go. Yeah, let me go to your next question, to a bit more of
Ma'am,
your
I,
personal journey.
I
Yeah, can you hear
hardly
me again?
I'm
Can you
able,
hear
not
me?
able to hear.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Very low.
Okay, fine. There is some problem, it seems.
Yeah,
I would just
tell
like
me.
to, going on your personal journey, I'd like to ask you, what are the challenges you face as a yoga trainer and a teacher, particularly as a teacher? Your interpersonal skills and
Challenges as a yoga
teacher
teacher,
and a trainer, yeah, both in your school
yoga
and
trainer.
as a trainer when you are taking the classes in both forms. What do you think is required?
In
Because
both forms, ma'am. In the what
when
what do you
when
mean
you
by
are
in
in
both
the
forms?
school, when you are in the school as a teacher,
Ah,
what is your
ah.
challenges, and when you are doing your trainings, what is your challenges? That would be very helpful.
Okay. So the challenges as a trainer.
Yeah.
Challenges as a trainer.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, First of all, to understand, see, initially people had less idea about the effects of yoga.
Mm.
So they
It is
so
still.
they look down upon yoga as something which are done by people who are uneducated, who had no other options. Uh, so they took up yoga. So even I had to face that question from people: why you left? You could not
Oh,
take the
that's a
pressure of
myth
the
because
corporate, or
here
did
yoga
you
is a
face
big
some
thing.
politics?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was there. But with education, the way yoga is being promoted, thankfully, people have now started respecting that field. So that is one way, is a very helpful for us. And in taking classes, see, in a class, if 10 people are coming in a class, so 10 people have 10 requirements. The
Absolutely. Yeah.
requirements never match. Some people come to seriously work out and take back something from the session.
Hmm.
So they are very definitive. They want this is an intermediate hatio class, so I am going to try and touch my, say, I'm going to do padahastasana today. I'm going to learn how to do padahastasana today. For some, it is like they have a query. They just came because somebody told them that this is good, so they have come. Some people come just out of inquiry to inquire. Some people just come because their friends are coming, and some people have come because they have some issues which is not like linked to the type of class that I am taking. So, and also the fitness of the people vary. So there lies a challenge. So those who are like perfectionists, they don't like people, no, why are you letting that person just touching his or her knee? So you are doing Padahastasana.
Yeah.
I tell them just, you need not go down, you need not touch the feet, you just touch your knees, hands hold there. For some, I tell them you need stretch down, place your full palm on the mat. So different people are coming. To identify the individual needs of the people is a challenge for a yoga trainer. Every people have his or her own shortcomings and limitations. I too have. So to be able to understand that and appreciate that. So if 10 of them are able to do, one is not able to do, to be, to be able to
Bringing them
understand
hard
that,
is the toughest
okay,
job. Yeah.
she or he or may not be able to do it. And to understand that he or she is by getting discouraged that I am not able to do, to encourage that person to go to that person immediately and speak to that person, or maybe after the session is over, going to that person, speaking to him or her to understand the problem, and then encouraging them is a challenge for the yoga as a yoga trainer. These are the things that needs to be taken care of. As a yoga teacher, to be able to understand, again, look into the individual needs of students is necessary. Class wise, as
So
the
less
students go
time,
higher,
that's the thing. Yeah.
they
Less
have
time and a bigger
they
group.
want them to be listened. So maybe the parents don't have the time to listen to
Yeah.
them. Some of the aspects when the parents don't have the time to listen to their children, they are busy with their own work, and maybe in the school, they want them to be listened to, their addressed, their problem needs to be addressed. To listening to them and speaking to them means more to them than. And maybe the children who are like kid below like 4 5 in class 5 and 6, they are more interested in doing more advanced asanas, more postures. Even those who are in 8 and 9, they also like doing advanced asanas. And but they are facing it, they're in a different phase of life. To understand that they're in different phase of life and their behavior is a
Yeah.
challenge for the teacher, and appreciate that the difference of the behavior,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and then dealing with them is a challenge as a yoga teacher in school. That's
Yeah,
what I
this
think.
is, yeah, absolutely, Vedanta. This has been means so
Ma'am, I
what I
cannot
could
hear.
understand from your writing, I was just writing from what you were speaking. For becoming a trainer as well as a
Ma'am, I
teacher,
cannot hear.
yeah, you still can't hear. Yeah. For becoming a teacher as well as a trainer, the first thing that you found is you have to build interpersonal skills. Very essential for you
Ma'am,
is
for
to build
becoming a teacher and a
interpersonal
trainer,
individual skills. Yeah. Individual skills has
huh?
to be made. Yeah. Individual skills for you to do your journey.
Individual skills
Yeah, for you.
for
Yeah.
becoming a teacher
For
and a
you.
trainer.
Yeah. You need to build up a means what I mean to say is you need to build up a relation with the student or the person who is being trained. That is very essential for you to succeed as a
As a
for
trainer,
anyone who
building
is there.
relationship with participants.
Yeah, the participants, so that you understand them better and how to deal with them.
Okay, building relationship.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I could find.
I will share my experience. Absolutely, my experience. What I have seen. Um, what I have experienced and what I have seen is, though there is an aspect of okay, um, see, all of us need to be loved and respected
Hmm.
and appreciated. So doing that has helped me a lot in gaining relationship with my participants. Um, I remember in after each class, I have at least, depending on the size of the batch or the session, I have 1 to 5, sometimes 7, 8 participants coming to me to share something, and then they
Yes. Yes.
patiently wait to speak to me. Some take 10, 15 seconds to share some fear that I experienced this today,
Hmm.
to somebody sharing some problems which he or she had faced and for
Hmm.
which he is feeling disturbed. So that takes a longer period of time. So uh, to be patient with them, to listening to their issues,
Hmm.
to whenever they give positive feedback, to appreciate that, to be humbly thank them. And if they whenever they are giving some feedback about this is what I need to appreciate that, yes, that is also a requirement, that is also your requirement. That has played that generates a lot of faith and what can I say, a bondage between the participant and the trainer, as a trainer. And the fact which I have understood that my participant, I give freedom to my participant. A lot of participants have many of them have pointed that when you are bending to this side and we are trying to touch the toe, I could see many of them cannot. Why don't you go and tell them? I said that is the freedom of everybody is different. Let them enjoy. I will do when it is needed, but I cannot force somebody to something and then they get a pain and they get injured. So giving that freedom. Secondly, in between posture, when we are doing some thorough session, in between sharing a light moment with them and letting them to also say something, on a lighter note. So I let them have a laugh in between the session, or I share something, which they laugh, and immediately they get de-stressed, because when we are doing a thorough yoga session, that is also a lot of stressful. So in between sharing something on a lighter note and they just having a laugh for about say 20-30 seconds, and then again we are going back to the session. And I also speak in between the postures, describing the benefits, and this is what you are going to think. And when I'm like going through the posture and again turning around, telling them don't forget to breathe. Okay, so they appreciate. So the role of communication goes on. In between somebody shares something and I let them share their thought as well, and rather than cutting them down or no, this is yoga session and you don't speak now, I let them yeah, of course I don't let it go beyond a certain limit, but the communication plays a very important role in building relationship. And thankfully most of the participants who have come through references of my existing participants, and listening to their problem, addressing to them individually. They enjoy what I can feel and what I have received as a feedback. They also enjoy a certain level of privacy speaking to me. They know that it's not going to be discussed with others. So I can speak to him and it's going to be private. I can speak with the open mind, and again freely I can speak to him, and he's going to give me at least try to give a suitable solution to the problem. And yeah, that's it. I think that has helped me to build relationship with my participants.
Veda, yeah, even though I would have liked to keep on doing, our time is getting up. I'm just muting you. Yeah, our time is going a lot. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing your YouTube screen to the people who are going to watch this show today. And I would advise you that you keep on making more videos, particularly to the topics I have discussed with. It would be very helpful if you discuss the topics. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
Ma'am, can I make a request?
Yeah. You are
Ma'am,
not able to, yeah, you are not able
it
to
would be
share.
very helpful if you can please type, because uh,
It is, yeah, it is getting a bit of a problem for me also to share. I'm not able to get the video that was there. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. That's why I needed to send. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to share. So for that, I just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share your screen. Nothing else.
okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just trying to share the screen for all the viewers who are listening. I'm just trying to show that this is the website. This is the YouTube video of Vedanta
This
Mukherjee
is the YouTube channel. Yes, ma'am.
channel.
I
Yeah.
also have a website I will share with you,
Okay.
with
I look forward to the website.
www.vedantayoga.in.
Okay, I look forward to the website, but to the particular problems that we have shared, I would be very thankful if you put some more YouTube videos pertaining to the teens and pertaining to the old people, that was a serious concern for us.
Some more videos.
Yeah, pertaining
Okay,
to
okay.
teens
Yes,
and old people.
I
These are the
have
keywords.
shared a video for senior citizens with chair yoga.
Okay.
The asanas, some asanas which people can do sitting on the chair as well. So working professionals who are not into fitness and who are new to
Yes.
it, first time they can also do. Younger people, 25 to any age is comfortable for any age. You can do all the asanas, the different asanas and stretchings I have put in there. You can do. I have also demonstrated sitting on the chair. So basically,
Okay.
you can say it's a chair yoga. So and it is also very beneficial for aged people as well. It suits the aged people. You can all the postures you can do sitting on the chair. And I have taken care that all the major joints are mobilized, and blood circulation and stretching each and every major joints of the body. You can go through there. I will also be sharing, keeping in mind the age group of the teens, so 13 to 19,
Hmm.
which you have mentioned. I will
Hmm.
share a video particularly for them. I'll
Yes,
make it a
our
point to
viewers
share in
definitely.
both.
Yeah, our viewers look forward to that.
Thank you for your suggestion,
Yeah,
and I will do that.
absolutely, Veda. Yeah, thank you for
And
coming to the show today. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, the voice is a bit of a problem. Thank you for coming
no,
to
ma'am,
show and giving us
voice.
the time.
Yeah, I can, but it's very low.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. We are just running short of time now. I will share
Okay.
all the this thing as soon as possible on Facebook and other mediums and other social mediums. And I look forward to your very successful future. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity, and hope people also like.
Yes,
And in case
absolutely.
you'll bear with my
Absolutely.
long
It has
talks,
been a pleasure. Absolutely. It has been an
and I
absolute pleasure.
hope it benefits everyone, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm starting. Yeah. I'll share the recording with you. I'm still online. I will share the recording with you. Yeah.
Ma'am, I am unable to hear.
Yeah. 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 Hold on.